Heaven or hell? Duo. One. Let's rock. Heaven or hell? Duo. One. Let's rock.
Hi, hi! It's me! I'm finally back. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me get the actual chat in here. The one bummer about streaming on YouTube is you have to update your chat in real time. You have to go through, pop out the chat, copy the thing over. It's actually a lot more of a process than streaming on Twitch, but it's kind of, I don't know. There are ups and downs. I'm curious what people are gonna ultimately grab, like what people ultimately kind of think is the better platform. They're pretty similar, but there were elements of YouTube I really like, and there are elements of Twitch I really like. Unfortunately, it's hard to get them together. All right, what should my name be on Steam? Who should let's see, who should I reference? You know, this one's fine for now. We'll see. All right, I haven't played this game in a minute. I know it just got that really sick replay rollback feature, where you can go through and then take control and have it and play out different. Like that's such a good feature to have. All right, and you can go through, take control of a character at a junction in the replay, so you can be like, man, that mix-up was really screwed up, and I don't know how I'm supposed to defend against it. Well, you can go in, and then you can roll back to that mix-up, and then take control of it. Yep. What's up, y'all? It's real streaming hours. Power Grand Viper hours. Ah, I've got it. It's in his dick, right? There we go. Look at all those clean hits. I'm so good at this game. All right, round start Grand Viper. I dedicate this one to keep. Oh wait, it did not work out. Dog, I gave you the world on that. It is extremely good. I'm a big fan of it. That's why I use it. I should have thrown him. Axel is invincible. How can I possibly defeat this neutral? Oh. There we go. Basically invincible. Basically invincible. I don't know how I could possibly defeat someone whose defense is that strong. Once they learn how to jump, I don't know what to do. It's like they've mastered like perfectly how to play against me. Ah. Anyway. How about that Melty Blood, though? I'm actually really excited about it. I'm also, so I'm sitting here at, I'm pressing the macro button to pick a team from Skullgirls, so you can tell what I've been playing lately, but I'm super hyped for new Melty Blood. Also, what is it with all these Axel players? Gonna round start SVV, it's gonna work. What did I say? I called it. Called shot. Watch this work. Gold burst? What the fuck? Melty's a lot of fun. It's one of those games where I feel like there's nothing else really scratches the same itch. Like, you can play a lot of Guilty Gear games and they generally are pretty similar. Blasphemy games are also kind of in that same boat. Yeah, it's the only problem is like, well, there's a lot of problems, but as much as Caster is apparently really good, I also don't feel great about having to give out my IP address to whoever I'm playing to set up a set up a matchup. I'm like, Now watch this. What? So, what did you do? There we go. I'm not dead, but I'm very close. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen with the new one, because like, so I play F.A. Yoko. I play basically like I play a Guilty Gear character in Melty Blood. So to see kind of like, it seems like based on like the 4 screenshots that people have been dissecting, the moon system is probably coming back, which I've got mixed feelings about. I don't love moons. They're really cool in that like you have so Melty Blood has a system, if you aren't familiar with it. Oh god, how can I possibly defeat nostalgia? So you've got every character can be played as a full moon character, a crescent moon character, or a half moon character. And depending on which moon you pick, it massively changes the way the character works. It changes their normals, it can change their specials. So much so that, let's say I play F.A. Yoko, which I do. F.A. Yoko and C.A. Yoko or Crescent Aoko are completely separate characters. Oh, I thought maybe. Oh, wow, come on. Don't let me do that to you. So it'll be interesting, but I have a really mixed feeling about moons because it makes it so that there are so many characters and so many potential matchups to learn. Oh, come on. That was wild. Oh, I've already a full combo on Soul, too. Bold mash. Alright, now I need to turn my brain on. Now I can turn my brain off. Oh, come on. That was not fair or fun. Knock him down. Oh, come on. Who does that? Ah, I wanted to do, yeah, there was an Eclipse Moon. But yeah, it's just like, it floods the number of matchups. Like, think about Melty Blood. It's like, for every character on that character selection, of which there are many, there's also 3 moons, all of which can play completely different. That was a good throw, actually. Assuming he meant to do it. Oh, into the tree, too? Alright. I should have gone for Sidewinder there. Ah! Alright, stop just air dashing back in. It'll be fine. Maybe it won't be fine, actually. Oh, yeah, it's ogre. It's super ogre. Yeah, it's like they're completely different characters, which is awesome. But at the same time, I mean, maybe I'm speaking too much for myself, but like, I look at that game and it makes it so complicated because you've got different universal mechanics, different character-specific mechanics. That's a lot to keep in mind. That's why I play the easiest, I play basically the easiest character in the game. I just do launcher into BC, air throw, and then I put a little projectile over you. And that's how I play the game. And it's fun. I still think Melty Blood is really fun. Alright. I'm a little bit bitter about losing to that Testament player. It's a really bad burst on my part. I'm mostly 3 games away. And I had a couple situations where I could have confirmed things differently, because Testament actually has a really big hitbox for Sidewinder specific. But yeah, and then what did they say? So they said 10 characters, and it's based on... It's before... the remake, right? So it's before Tsukahime. So the only characters that I can really think of, so obviously Tono, whether or not he's going to be Tono and Anaya, is going to be up to Arcuaid, Seal, probably Maids, maybe maids. So Hisui, Kohaku. Whether or not there's a joint character, you never know. Yeah. Who else? Akiha,
Hell.
and maybe Vampire Akiha, depending on how they want to go with it. Yeah, I have the same feeling. Like, it's impossible for me to keep 100 matchups in my head. I had a hard time guilty of it. Who presses H there? But yeah, Vermilion, Akiha, even could be a color. We'll see. I mean, it seems like based on the one little screenshot, you know, CL still has she still throws the black keys. So we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting thing to see. But more importantly, it's just exciting to see a new Melty Blood game. I feel like it's one of those games that a lot of people have dabbled in for a long time. And very few people really know how to play. But it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Why would you burst there? Combo's over. Oh, that was nice, actually. All right, take advantage of it. I hate when people have like whack neutral but no combos. Who mashes? Who mashes after that? Who would ever mash after blocking Bandit Bringer? What the heck? I respect this player so much. I mean, they also could, Moons could be a resource. Moons could also just be a UI element. It could just be a thing that's there. Toko as a puppet character would make me so happy. I mean, I'm a big Aozaki sister fan. Whether it's Toko or Ayoko, I'm just like, yep, that's good. I know, I'm excited. I'm glad to see it. It's really cool also to hear that it's gonna have rollback netcode. So they got that good netcode already. We love to see it. Oh boy. We're really doing it, aren't we? Oh boy. This is a guy after my own heart. What was that bait for? Oh no, why did I do that? There was no reason to do it. Alright. Well, I did it because I expected him DP. Oh gosh, this guy's wild. Woo, baby! Alright, I know what to do. I actually just have to play solid for once. I'll rely on superior air throws. Oh, I missed my combo up. Oh gosh. Oh no, and he knows how to do. He knows the route. All right, well he knew most of the route. Why are people mashing on that tonight? Alright, air throw. There we go. Ah. The fighting a character you resonate with? I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're not like me and the character you resonate with is Blanca. Wouldn't want to wish that fate on anyone. I got a super jump instead of what I wanted there. Oh well. Nice TP. No, it doesn't hit behind him in this game. Yeah, who's Sign-chan? Yeah, I mean, you're right, Aaron. Moons, it's like, when you're looking at Melty Blood now, you also have to keep in mind that... Oh yeah, I was a Blanca player. Oh yeah, the Make a Miracle sign girl in the background. She's great. I love the Jellyfish Pirates across all the games. She's a super chatter. But yeah, it's when you look at Melty Blood now, it's almost funny to think that it's good. Because Melty Blood as it stands right now is basically the product of like 10-something years of, yeah, exactly like you said, updates and adding more mechanics and making like, making things more and more complicated. Oh no, it's already going bad. All right, now it's fine. I'm surprised that that burst didn't happen there. And that's what they were... Oh no, Volvax. Me and my killing machine. Ah, no! Ah, dang it. It rolled out and the quality of the match went to crap. And I died. Like, I can't confirm counter hits in this kind of environment. Alright. Starship. Ah, he's too small. Hey, it worked out. Yeah, they were hardwood characters before. They always change it in each version. They become a different popular anime. So I'm surprised if they were to make a revision to this game, they would probably be Hololive characters. Let's be real. Alright, it's getting a little bit better, but this is like a very chunky match. Ah, I keep getting... I know they changed the input interpreter, but I'm really struggling to get my inputs now, which is not a problem I had before. Like, getting Grand Viper is actually kind of weird. I wonder if it's because they changed the input interpreter. Yeah, so they're coming out with... What? It's the near side routes. So it's Arcuaid and Seal are going to be the first two, and then I guess the far side routes will come out later. It's a bummer because I really don't like the near side routes that much. It's been like a decade since I first read them. But I was I'm a big Kohaku and Hisui route fan. Yeah, I guess they made it more like the X. It feels very different. So the things that I had to adjust from Xrd, like it's easier to get half circles, but like when you see me like whiffing 2S in neutral, I'm trying to do Grand Viper. Maybe it's better they made it harder to make get Grand Viper, but come on.
Heaven or hell? 2 or 1, let's rock!
Ooh, Bronzehard Storm Viper, what are you? What kind of creature are you? I sure hope it gets a trip too. Oh no, why would I do that? And then I whipped a slash back? That's bad. And is that round? Yes, round. Well, I tried to fight fire with fire and I lost. Alright, that should be it. That should be all I need. I won! I won! I'm the best! I know, that was an absolute gorilla match. That was fun though. I hope that I wanted to, when did that come out? It's been a couple of years, right? That it doesn't have a translation or a console port? What is it 5+ years now? I know I've been waiting to play it for a very long time. We'll see for Toko's redesign. Well, I guess Ayoko and Toko's designs in that game are ridiculously good. I'm not looking to play with somebody that at a 2-frame delay. It's been out for a long time without a... It would be really... I wonder how early they're planning on framing this new Melty Blood at. Because it's before Tsukihime, but does that mean... That could mean a lot of things. I guess we saw... Did we see Tono in the... In those screenshots? Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a fine game. I'm more just excited that there is a new one. Yeah, I remember Beast Slayers, did they release a partial translate? I want to say they translated the demo or something along those lines. I might be misremembering though. Love when I whiff dust because Soul's Dust has no range. Alright, jump, jump, okay. Random gold rush? Alright. I am so out of practice. Ah, no! It bothers me more than I'm missing my FRCs. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Beast Slayer usually does a lot of the type, or back in my day, in like the early 2000s, Beast Slayer did all, I think they did the original Tsukihime, I think they were the people that translated they did the Type Moon translation that I, for, they translated Fate Stay Night, at least the translation, I want to say the one that I read. Probably pretty slim in the first one, because they said, what, 10 characters? And Ryoki technically isn't even from... Like, she's even from Tsukihime. She's from Karna Kukai. I really hope my girl a Pork Slope Quick Nail makes them, though. Alright, 1, 2... Yeah, she's not part of the universe of Tsukihime. I mean, it'll be interesting. It really will be interesting to see how characters work out, because there really hasn't been a prequel to Tsukihime. So to see how these characters interact and sort of the time frame that they're interacting in will be interested. Interesting to see. Unfortunately, yeah, relegated to being a fake Go character. It will be... Yes, I did DPRC 3 times in a row. I had 100 meter. What do you want me to do?
Please, Select your character.
Look! Look! It's neutral. Yeah, Scion relegated to be being a fake Go character. So what? Maids, Nero, Tono, maybe Nanaya, Arcuade, Seal, Akia.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
I mean, that's a pretty solid roster, depending on how else they treat moons and everything. That was actually exactly my thinking, Alfalfa. Reyna. Man, what is her hitbox, even? Watch this work. Who mashes? You mashed twice!
Duel.
Well, I guess it is a complete remake, right? And as long as the characterization is roughly the same, I expect I'm gonna like Seal more than Arcoid, but that's just been me for like the past 10 years. I've been a Seal apologist for a very long time. Or is it not doing more, they're not doing more guard dances. I'm probably gonna hard beating them out now, but there we go. I strongly I strongly agree with that. I feel like the Far Side routes are the ones that I enjoyed the most. Particularly, even though they're not considered, I guess, main heroines so much, and like look how Tsukihime has aged in the broader Nasuverse, the Kohaku and the Hisui routes were far and away my favorite, particularly the Hisui route.
Please select.
It definitely had the best sex scene. And then Kohaku had the best death scene, where she injects you with paint. Or is that in the whatchamacallit? The after story.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Yeah, the best sex scene. It had the best H scene. Also the best emotional core and like and drama and all that, but like definitely that H scene. It's weird now that I know enough kanji and vocabulary that I know what Zato's saying. Or I guess in this game it's Eddie, but you know what I mean. Let's see. How much meter do I have? Does it? Oh, I have a burst. Okay, it matters. Alright, I got his burst. It's fine. If I just done... I thought it was gonna hit it.
Duel. Let's rock.
Shadow Gallery, PP. Who blocks in that situation? Alright, he's definitely using a lot. He's using Mawadu a lot. I got dusted. I got punished with dust even. I tried to do the cool fuzzy setup. Hard. It's hard to do without the proper setup, but you can fuzzy Zato off the stage jumps. Thought I could make that first safe.
Duel. Let's rock.
I'm curious, what do you mean you're out of your depth? And there's like the writing style, or is there something specifically about the way those are written? That was an unfortunate rollback. I'm dead. Oh boy, yeah, that's a counter hit. Yeah, I'm super dead. I mean, it's how they built on all the other franchises too. So, I mean, however the remake goes, it's kind of a cool reimagining. At least that's the way I think about it. It's like, it'll be a cool reimagining, but in terms of how those characters have emerged in other media, yeah. Like, Granny Skirt is still canon and will always be canon in my heart. Yeah, you confuse. Well, welcome to Nasuverse stuff. What's canon? What isn't canon? How can I tell?
Heaven or hell? Duel. One. Let's rock.
There we go. Immediate burst? Alright, I think I have a read on this high place. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna take so much damage here. What a whiff punish. What a whiff punish. Wait, that wasn't... The elephant thing isn't canon? Where... Rena, you need to explain yourself right now. When you say the elephant thing, do you mean the bit where like elephants are like the strongest anti-magic thing in the Nasuverse? So much so that a servant can't touch an elephant without being dispelled? The elephants aren't canon? No! That was my favorite dumb thing in Fate. And why it would mean that Hannibal was like the strongest servant? He's an unbeatable... Hannibal's unbeatable? Oh dang, 6p baby, 6p. Oh, what? Ah, that was a really good anti-air. Where's the overhead coming? Ah, right after I switch block. All right, there we go. I just want the knockdown. Ah, didn't work out. I missed it twice. So that, yeah, there's this whole bit where, according to what I up until recently thought was the canon of the Fate universe, elephants are anti-magic creatures, such that they can't be affected by magic in any way. And if a servant even were to ever touch them, the servant would immediately be dispelled because elephants are basically immune to magic. You know what? I'm gonna say that's still canon. That's Ricky canon. Oh, that was something. You have a throw break. That was a really good throw. Ah, that was a really good bait too. All right, I got Eddie. Woo, that was actually a good match. I mean, it's one of my favorite, like, it feels like it feels like a very Nasuverse thing. Oh yeah, elephants, you know, they have like their the bane of servants is elephants. Feels like the exact kind of thing that you would read in like a side story or like any kind of other like any kind of like little like a blog post or something.
Your character.
It's buried in the extra material for the novel of like, oh yeah, by the way, if they go to the zoo and Saber touches an elephant, she will immediately be dispelled.
Heaven or
Like what the hell?
hell. Let's rock.
So I've gone through like what 10 years of assuming that was the actual canon. Oh, I definitely can. I've spent a lot of time putting off throwing away stuff. I'm terrible about it. We're talking about how apparently it's not canon that elephants are magical in the Nasuverse, aka with Fate Stay Night. Keep messing up my meaties. I think I'm dead. Somehow I'm not. Now I'm dead. I'm defending decently well against him. The hard part is like he's backdashing all the time. I'm not taking advantage. I'm not really thinking about what he's doing. Like I've got him running scared of a lot of different options. Oh, that was a really bold challenge there, especially that being backed up by Eddie. Also, his air throws are getting better. Or I'm jumping at predictable times. Ah! I know, like, the netcode is good, but it is not great right now. I don't know if this guy's on Wi-Fi or what, but it's jumping. It feels like it's jumping a lot. So that oh gosh, all elephants have a reality marble, and they're capable of enforcing it such that they remember a time before the servant was summoned and then force them out of the reality marble that is their reality. That's 100% a thing that I could see being written in an Nasuverse. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you were to write that and bury it in an extra chapter for Fate Stay Night, I'd be like, yeah, that's real.
Let's rock. Counter.
This is an even worse connection, though. This is definitely a Wi-Fi connection. It's jumping all over the place in King. Alright. I don't like trying to hit reversals on this kind of connection. It's not fun. You know, I feel like they should just, like, acknowledge it. And it's like, yeah, that's canon now. Alright, take a knockdown. Unfortunately, I can't touch Dizzy and get combo in this kind of... How are they getting combos is the real question. It's like, how is it jumping to like, yeah, between, the ping is fluctuating between like 80 and 220. This is unplayable. It was too early on Dizzy. Yeah, there was no reason not to mash. But the end there, the ping was like 370. What the heck? Like, that's a point where, you know, good netcode, and this game has pretty good netcode. It's pretty great netcode even. It can cover a lot. It can't cover a connection like that. When it's going between like, well, you saw it, you know, 80 and 300 something. there's not a lot the game can really do to compensate for that. And so I'm trying to move around, I'm trying to avoid summons, I'm trying to do all kinds of stuff. And it's like I literally can't. My character's rolling back, and like it's hard to even know where I'm gonna be on there. Other favorite Nasu facts. I like how from the jump, Medea was designed to be a jobber. I mean, she's my favorite servant, but even from, like, they gave her the Golden Fleece, right? But she can't do anything with it because she doesn't have the skill to control the dragon it summons. Which is, to me, very funny writing. We took this character and we basically put her in here to be a jobber. She could be incredibly powerful, but she slacked off in her studies, and now she's kind of like a witch that coasted on her talent and now sort of regrets it. There's a whole arc in Fate Go about it, actually. Because you can summon Medea Lily, or her younger self, and they have some good interactions. Where Medea's trying to be like an older sister's type or a mom friend to her younger self and prevent her from making the same mistakes that she did. But her younger self is definitely a shithead, just like she is. Wait, what? Isn't it that Hercules can be summoned as an archer, too? That his bow is actually his strongest tool? And I just really love the writing in Fate Stay Night. If only because it really hits the same, like, it's the shonen bullshit part of my brain of, we put this thing in here and we made all these really elaborate rules just for those rules to be broken. Jujutsu Kaisen actually does that really well too. And I think about it in terms of like, I don't know what to call the trope, but it's like when you build up a very established rule set of like, this is how magic works in the world. And then even as a reader and as someone who has read enough fantasy and like modern fantasy fiction, I know that when you're making those rules, you basically are only making them to break them. You're setting it up so to say, like, these are the rules that other characters have to play by. So that one other character shows up and breaks it, and it's like, that doesn't apply to me. You're like, oh my god, that's incredible. Like, take Rin, for example, in Fate Stay Night. Rin is the biggest jobber in that VN. In a VN full of jobbers, Rin takes the cake. Like, from the jump, they're just telling you, hey, you know what? How magic works? You have, like, an ascribed element. Her element is all the elements. Her element is literally every element. And then she just exists to basically just... Yeah, it's Chekhov's lore dump. Her element is all the elements. She has all the powers of the greatest mage house. Also, she can't beat this like random guy who should be the worst, but is actually the greatest sorcerer of his time. Chekhov's lore dump is a really good term. They do it a lot in Jujutsu Kaisen of just like, this is how, you know, this works for other sorcerers, but not for you, because you're special. And then I'm like, oh. And then, meanwhile, I know that it's all bullshit, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I love this. This is the best. Actually, now that I think about it, the real hardest jobber in Fate Stay Night is definitely Hercules. Which is why Hercules is actually the biggest jobber. Dies in every route. He doesn't really have... the backward turtle... It's true, Shiro does know every spell. Also, what did she do? She also German suplexed Medea when they fought. That's exactly what. So I finished reading all of Jujutsu Kaisen last night. After the day prior, I finished watching everything. But that's exactly it. It's all the shit that I liked about shonen anime for the past 20 years, and especially Fate Stay Night. Like, in Jujutsu Kaisen, they have a guy, his power is infinity. His ability is the... Oh, no, I'll get back to Lancer. Lancer is a good boy, he is not a jobber. Hercules is a jobber. But his power is infinity, in the sense that, you know how it's like, oh, well, you take 2 points, and if you go you have all the distance between them, you're never actually going to intersect, you'll never actually reach the 2 points. So his ability is based on that. It's the power of infinity. You can never touch him unless he wants you to. And it's that kind of like convoluted, like vaguely overcomplicated bullshit that I just love about Fate Stay Night and the Nasuverse. And then Jujutsu Kaisen comes out, it's like, what if we made a series that was like just that? Just that stuff. All that shit you love. Yeah, his power is literally Zeno's Paradox. Which is what he says. Yeah, and then he gets... Yeah, it's a lot like JoJo's. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. It feels a lot like also the same things I like about JoJo's. Also that in universe, if a sorcerer tells you how their power works, it gets stronger. It's how they justify characters explaining what they do. So there's one guy who's like, he has a special condition on himself that if he explains how his power works, yeah. Dust. Why are you telling me how your power works? If I tell you how my power works, it gets stronger. Boogie Woogie rules. The character who, by clapping his hands, is able to activate his power. And it makes for some really cool fight sequences where he's basically dancing. Like he's clapping his hands to a rhythm and a beat, and it's disorienting his opponent because he's just shuffling either himself or either his opponent, or he's swapping their positions with inanimate objects. It's really fucking cool. There's a lot of really great stuff in that story. Highly recommend. But anyway, Lancer. Lancer is not a jobber. Lancer is a good boy. And the fact that, like, he actually goes toe-to-toe with very powerful servants. And he gets dealt a really, really raw hand. But you know what? He makes do, especially in UBW. Hercules has everything going for him. He has the strongest master, he's the strongest servant. Me, to be a jobber, yeah, he fought Gilgamesh for 3 days and 3 nights. Like, that is not a jobber. That's a good boy. Always works. Always works. The Bandit Revolver FRC land throw.
Duo, let's rock!
I like you. Thorn Viper. I mean, basically, Hercules exists for other characters to look cool for beating him. He never has any substantial. He never has any substantial wins. He only exists to be like. He's a punching bag. Oh, baby! Yeah, it's like, okay, not only does he job in every single route, he dies without a major victory to his name. But he dies 9 times in every route. He has to die 9 times. How could you possibly job harder than losing 9 times in every single route? Even Medea has minor victories. She steals Saber. She, like, presents a Oh, OBS dropped there for a second.
Please select
Sorry.
character.
It's not 9. It is 12. It is 12. I mean, like, where am I getting 9? It's 12 labors. He has to job that many times to everyone. Berserker versus Gilgamesh is cool, but again, it just was built there to build up how cool and how strong Gilgamesh was, really. Get the disorienting fuzzy guard. Oh, it was a tree. Of course it was a tree. Oh, those don't go away on hit, do they? Oh god, I hate this character. Why did you get your throw and not me? That's not fair. Did I get unblockable? Oh, there's a tree there too now. Ah! What is with my connection lately? Yeah, I was gonna die when I stood up. And you see, and him getting chomped up by evil Sakura or Dark Sakura only exists to prove how strong she is. It's kind of how Fate Stay Night just works as a story. A lot of characters only exist to prove how strong another character is, and Hercules is like the biggest one of those. Every route, he's just there to be like, man, look how strong like Saber is, and look how strong Gilgamesh is. Look how strong X character is. And then Sakura jobs to Rid at the end. Yeah, he gets a moment in the mobile game, but he doesn't get moments in other places. But you know who doesn't get to win, even in the mobile game? Medea. My favorite servant cannot win, no matter what. Cannot even win against her younger self. Oh damn, FP Pathfinders? What? Oh wait, what? That's a punish? Oh, I hate this character. He got the combo of a burst? Why was there there? Banner revolver. Ah. Gosh, Medea is so sad. In what was it? In Salem, there's a whole interlude where actually Cersei does that. It's like there's an interlude or a moment of that in the Salem story where she sits down with Medea Lily and she's like, now Medea, you're very talented and you're very beautiful, but don't become like your other aunt and expect to just be contented just being the arm candy of some guy. And don't be like your father and expect to just coast through life on your own talent. And then Medea's like, you know, both of those things sound pretty good. And history repeats itself. Medea Lily is like the biggest villain, actually, in Medea's life. It's so funny. And then all of Media's interludes are about how much she regrets being a shitheaded kid and how she wishes that she could go back and make different decisions. It's actually kind of sad. I've thought about commissioning art for the longest time of a pair of pieces. One is Carmilla and Media, like at a bar or something, and they're just like moaning to each other, and then a companion piece that has Media Lily and Elizabeth that are sort of in mirrored positions. I like Carmilla a lot, I like Media a lot, I like Samaramis a lot. I definitely have a type in Fate characters. Oh, Fujin. Where's the Fujin? You haven't Fujin yet. What's up? Are you feeling well, Anji player? You haven't Fujin yet. One, two. Probably basic Elizabeth. There are like 5, but there's the kaiju one, there's the magical girl one, there's the shonen character. There's so many Elizabeths. I'm surprised she's as popular as she is. Huh, I never really thought about doing that. It works out though. Oh, come on, don't burst. That's lame. I have not read any of Strange Fate. I have read... I've basically only read the VNs. I've read the VNs and I've read Fate Zero. Wait, the Jujutsu Kaisen writer hates Gojo? That's interesting. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I can see why people like Elizabeth as much as they do. That's surprising. I always thought that he liked Gojo a lot as I was reading it. Like, why would you make a character that attractive if you don't like him? Even I see Gojo on screen and I'm like, ooh baby, I'm gay, but that boy got pretty eyes.
Heaven or hell? Do one. Let's rock.
The eyes are on, like, it's his character design for as kind of basic as it is in terms of his outfit. It's so good. But the mask only makes him hotter. It makes him mysterious and sexy. But for real, like, shout out to that series for not sexualizing the teenage girls and instead sexualizing their teacher. I mean, Nanami is sick as hell. Nanami, probably my favorite character overall, actually. Oh, of course you're doing DP into Super. You can play at that game, though. That was a good sequence. The slow walk into wild throw. Ah. I mean, is he really writing Gojo out of the story? I'm gonna be really upset if he does, because I like Gojo a lot. He's like all the bullshit I like in characters. For the pain of Robokai, don't feel sympathy. They could have done literally anything. The Muffin one? This is probably a VTuber, isn't it?
Please select your character.
Hanami is such a good character. That I'm caught up with. Yeah, I'm caught up with the manga. I mean, I know that happened, but I expect that will be resolved. I think he'll definitely come back.
Duel 1, let's rock.
Right? Like, he can't possibly just be gone. Oh, a whole year free of Gojo? What's the point of even... Oh, I guess Maki exists. The Korean hired her. That was the hardest call out of my life. That was sick. Chainsaw Man in general was sick. I'm really looking forward to see where that goes in part 2. It should be the end of the game. I really want Mechamaru to win, but I know that the series is just pain. I guess we're doing Jujutsu Kaisen spoilers in this chat now. Cause like I like him as a character. Mechamaru is cool. He's a dude in a bathtub, and his power is that he's basically controlling. He's a puppet character. Like I really wanted him to. I wanted to see more of him. He's a good boy. I kind of hated all of the Kyoto students when they first show up, and now I love every single one of them. Especially after they all played baseball. Like once there was something really genius about that writing of building up this intense tension and this rivalry between all these characters, and then immediately diffusing it by having them play baseball. And they have the Mechamaru pitching machine and everything. It's really good. I had a lot of fun with it.
Duel 1, let's rock.
Please stop. Stop. That's not gonna work. That is though. Toto is incredible. Like when he first shows up and he's like, "What kind of girl do you like?" And I was like, "Oh, this dude sucks, doesn't he?" And you know what? He kind of does. Then you find out he's like a big Idol fan and he has like a favorite idol and everything. He definitely would be the kind of dude that who sits in the waiting lobby of a VTuber and sends them super chats on their birthday. Oh, and what's her face would be totally fine. I want to see more of her. She's only been around for a couple chapters. Also, she shows up with a motorcycle, and she's the one that gave Toto the whole pitch, right? Of like, what kind of girl are you into? In that scene between where Toto shows up, and he's like, "What kind of girl do you like?" And then Yuji's just like, "If I had to say, I would be a tall woman with a fat ass like Jennifer Lawrence," which is it's what Toto had said earlier. And then Toto builds up this entire invented timeline with them where they went to middle school together and they're best friends, and he keeps calling him his, it's like, brother, brother. He would, no. You see, Okayu, Korone, Pokora, they're all great. Toto would be a big fan. There would be like an indie VTuber that he's really into. And he would think that other people are Philistines because like they don't see their beauty and their craft, and he sees them as this underappreciated artist.
Heaven or hell? 2 of 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, Toto was a Ricky fan. He understands that I'm truly an underappreciated genius of the craft. I just need to get my burst back. Man, who gets it? Nice conversion. This person's strong. I'm just thinking about Toto. He just puts him in more stand. Oh, I have a theory about that one. I don't think that's Yuji's cursed ability. That was nice. Yeah, I deserve it. Kill me. Kill me. There we go. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna DP at this point. There's no reason not to. I fucked up my punish twice already. So, like, I have a theory, but it's like big spoilers. And I don't want to say it, but I feel like maybe Yuji actually has a relationship to the Cursed Womb paintings. And that it's not really like his ability is to insert himself into people's memories, but that actually they were figuring something else out when they saw that delusion. But Toto, though, is just the best. The handshake event, too, and he goes, like, we gotta go. Why? If we don't leave now, I'm gonna miss the train. If I miss the train, I can't make it to the national handshake event. And then my day is ruined.
2 of 1. Let's rock.
Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about Jujutsu Kaisen because strong recommend. If you've ever liked a shonen anime at any point, it basically is the greatest hits of all shonen, all rolled into one series, except with most of the things I don't like taken out. Actually, he might be a Peko stan. Yeah, he's a Pekora fan. If it comes down to members of Hololive, he's definitely a Pekora fan. Oh, and he's doing Boogie Woogie? It's but they're going Peko, Peko. Peko, Peko. Ah, yes. A rare Peko, Peko. Oh, you can't just burst like that. People will take it from you. There are VTubers out here that will take your burst for that. He can no longer... Yo, chill the spoilers, though. This has become a very heavy spoiler stream. That would be incredible. I dedicate this win to my favorite VTuber, Pekora. I actually spent a good amount of time today thinking, like, who's my favorite VTuber and why? Like, if someone were to hypothetically ask me that question, like, if I had to say one who's my favorite, and I wasn't super happy with my answer, I was like, I broke it down like, all right, so like my top, Gibara's out of the picture. So if you don't count Gibara, it's probably my favorite VTuber in terms of like the clips that I watch and everything. Is probably either Gundo, Tomoe, Sukoya, or Anji. And of those four, one is bi, two are pretty gay. I don't know about Anji, so let's take Anji out of it. And then of the remaining three, only one of them has crashed her girlfriend's 3D debut to turn it into lesbian fetish roleplay, so I had to give it to Tomoe. So at least now I have an answer to that question. Also respect a queen that writes vampire fetish Yuri audio dramas and then gets her girlfriend to act them out with her. Hanamaki is very good. Although obviously your favorite VTuber should be me. And that's really the most important thing, is to make sure that people are happy during these games. Ah, auto guard. Why did 5K beat that? What the fuck? I know the phrase "we have no choice but to stand" gets thrown out a lot, but I think it really Tomoe really takes the cake on that one. Oh no! That was a bad burst on my part. Oh, that was the worst burst on my part. I definitely deserve that. Like, I had other resources. I was like, this burst will be fine. No, I bursted too soon. I should have bursted after blocking the first hit of the butterfly and not in advance of it. Yeah, I think that's like... That's the real purpose of... it's the real measure of a VTuber, is like, are people happier at the end of your streams? And if people are happier or feel hung out with after I get done streaming, I don't know, then I'm doing an okay job. That's the only real measure that matters, honestly. Viewer counts are cool and followers are cool, but I'd rather make sure that people are having a good time. Aw, I did it! No, who's not gonna be happy? This Pulse player. Somewhere in the neighborhood of Pecco's mom. Oh, that's right. I've seen that clip before, where Tomoe finds all the of Anji's Minecraft fanfiction, which is a sentence you can definitely say in 2021. I should check out more Hanamakiya streams. People always tell me that she's really fun and all that, and I've only seen like a handful of clips. She sounds like the kind of person I would enjoy watching.
Please select your character.
It's the father icon we need. Ah. Ah.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
That's incredible. You know what? I should do that. Go to Minecraft, write a bunch of fan fiction about myself and my coworkers, and just see what happens. Watch this work. Yeah, that's what I thought. Watch this one work too. Senga, alright, punish it, walk forward, and dust. Alright. Come on, I'm trying to get impossible dust combos. I think they're really cool. This is what happens when you give me meter. I'm like, DP, RC, throw. That worked. I'm definitely starting to hear the Duel 2 Let's Rock is dudes rock! Kai versus Soul. Round 2, dudes rock! Oh gosh, what is this? A lot of green blocking from this person, which means that they're not mashing Kai as hard, and they're committing to blocking. Wow, that was a lot of damage. That was like a lot of damage. Dudes do in fact rock. That's a lot of respect. I knew that would work. The falling JD, it always works. It never should, but it does. Alright, let's see. Ah, no! I don't think I'm dead. Oh, I might be dead, actually. Why does Johnny do so much damage? I guess it's... Oh, no. This is where I fold. Yeah, that's where I fold. I threw the game away. No! Ah, well. Like, I had this great idea that they were going to land... Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Grand Viper is just that thing where... Usually when I'm doing it in that situation, it's just like putting my... It's letting go of the controller. It's just like, I basically lost at this point. I'm surprised, like, I don't think I've ever played against a Johnny in this game that's done those combos before. So I'm not used to how much damage he can do. It's like, what the fuck? Oh no. This is gonna be a big conversion into like half my health. Maybe don't put myself in a counter hit state. Oh. Not dead yet, but I'm very close. And yeah, and Senga exists. I missed my minor walk-up. Ah. Missing the walk-up is painful. I mean, I know what adjustments I can make here, but... Basically, just playing a more grounded game should work out pretty well. Yeah. Are they putting a lot of their meter on FD, for example? Now they're being very preemptive about stuff. Okay, clean hit. It is bumming me out that Johnny is so weird to combo in this game. He's weird to combo in every game. gonna be a lot of damage. I think it's up coin afterwards too. Surprised that worked. Ah, no! No! I did it again! Ah, yeah, he's way heavier than you would think. Like, I keep expecting him to be kind of floaty, but he's, like, very, very heavy. I shouldn't have done that. And his falling hitbox is very strange, so I'm trying to, like, eyeball where the clean hitbox should be for Sidewinder. And it's hard. And it doesn't help that, like, we're on 1 frame delay, which is, like, it's fine. It's definitely playable, but it's not offline. But yeah, as long as I play more grounded, and I recognize that he's doing a lot of falling buttons. So if I just try to meet him with, like, either 2H or 6P or counter hit DP, I should be fine.
Let's rock.
That was a good match. Take it after he spent the coin. Ah, JH whiffed, really. That's gonna kill his dead angle. He should be afraid to press buttons at that point. Ah, he wasn't. I got his burst, which is almost good enough here. Yeah, getting his burst is about the best thing I could hope for there. After I fucked up confirming that 6K. Oh, that's bad. That's a really bad, rough way to start this match. Getting my bandit, fucking up Bandit Bringer and getting caught into that. Up coin. Nice throw. Oh, that's an overhead. Okay. I guess that makes sense that that would be an overhead, but I was not expecting it to be. Because he doesn't have that super Nexer, does he? Like, it's a little chunky. I wouldn't say it's Wi-Fi, but, like, I can definitely tell there's something going on with, like, when the rollbacks are happening. I can see what adjustments I need to make, though. I was hoping I was going to get to play against him more.
Please select your character.
Like, playing against the falling buttons was definitely a thing, and also, like, how big Nsengo was and all that. So, like, I just needed to... Yeah, starting with 5K, but I think I was autopiloting too hard.
Let's rock.
Oh, that sucks. Oh boy. Alright, he's gonna be looking for Big Knuckle now? Alright. He's doing a lot of Hammerfall. That's what he's hitting me. Oh boy. What? What? I could have Hammerfalled that, actually. Oh, I'm dead. I'm super dead. I shouldn't have jumped. I avoided the one heavenly. I could have just done more Gunflame FRCs and been fine. But I could have bursted. Should I have bursted after that? Nah. It's not worth it. Oh gosh. Why does he get so much? Oh my god, what? Where did he get that positioning from? Ah, wow, that was bad. I should have seen that coming too. It's like he doesn't have a reversal, but he has that backdash. The ending with that 6H, I know he got that on Soul. That's really strong. Yeah, I was not playing well at all there. Like, I mean, the second round I just got washed, but
Please select your character.
second round I got super washed. First round I basically threw away. First round was winnable. Second round was like, all right, I just did the wrong things.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Counter.
What an autopilot. Still going to Fafnir even though you didn't actually get wind and neutral. You're trying to jump and throw it. He's getting a lot of mileage with it. I would push backdash. Ah, I mashed too hard. Basically, the mixing on some of his specials are just off. So the answer is just because they do. There's no real like lore reason or anything. It's just like, for whatever reason, when they made Soul, they just like pecked up some of the mixing. All right. So he's blocked every single opportunity. That's how you know you're a real Soul player, when like, what do? Moderately uncomfortable situation? You know I'm pressing that button. 2D. I think it's one of those things where it was probably messed up in one version, and then they're just like, let's just keep it that way. It's kind of just become an element of the character's identity. Oh, that's right. This isn't Genshinken. There's the like the Prodigy Gamer Boy in Genshiken, and he plays Guilty Gear, right? He plays Soul. I think he does a dust loop in the opening, doesn't he? Or there's one scene where his girlfriend's really bored and he's sitting there practicing dust loops. Oh yeah, of course. I'll put up a room. Oh, he plays Isuka. Oh, what a king. I don't think I've actually ever played Isuka now that I think about it. Let's see. Password is PhD. Same one it usually is. Bum, bum, ba-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum. All right. Let's get a couple games, Reina, and then I have a hard stop at 7 tonight, so I need to probably play a quick couple, and then I need to jump in for an orientation on a thing. Isuka's music is completely it's broken. That's where Sheep Will Sleep is from, right? Sheep will sleep if you become fatigued.
Your character. Heaven or hell? Duel. One. Let's rock.
I think it might have been Isuka. So what is good, Sasquatch? Ha! You think you're so cool with your secret tree. Communication's dope. Sheep Will Sleep is dope. Riches in Me is really good. Actually, yeah, I might have the best music now that I think about it. I wanted that really bad. If I'd done Gunflame FRC, it would have worked. Boxes! Ah, yeah, boxes, yeah. I love it when they work out in my favor. Hate them when they don't work for me. But when they work out like that, it's fine. Alright.
Heaven or hell? Duel. One. Let's rock.
Nice stop on my round start. Really? Alexandrite 2? I really like Alexandrite 1. I actually don't like... I don't think I like... I'm not a big fan of any of the 2 themes. Maybe Bullet Dance. Bullet Dance 2, I think, is pretty solid. Also Thin Red Line 2. Thin Red Line 2 and Bullet Dance 2 I like a lot. The slow walk. I guess the 2 themes feel more like, how can I put this? They feel more like fighting game tracks, whereas the other ones feel more like, they flow better with the gameplay, but I like the original soundtrack better. Does that make any sense? Like, Alexandrite itself doesn't really mesh well with an actual fighting game and the pace of a fighting game, but then Alexandrite 2 is much better at it. At least that's the way I feel about it. But that intro to Alexandrite, that like first 30 seconds or so of it, absolute banger. It's also, what's the other thing? Spirit of Fire. So, like the first 15 seconds of Spirit of Fire, incredible. The rest of the song, mid as hell. Much like playing Bullet, it's only cool at first, and then you're like, why am I doing this? I tried to do an X-Word combo. Alright, take Badlands. And the number of times I've done that wild throw into super and it hasn't killed is unfortunate. All right, boom. Wait, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. This is bad. Oh, it's an overhead. Okay. I spent a lot of time trying to play Bullet because I thought she was really cool in CP when she came out. I was like, this character is dope. Because at first I played Amane. Wait, am I thinking of them backwards? Is that Alexandrite 2 is the one that has that little intro bit? I might be getting them mixed up. Well, I got egg on my face. I've been mixing up my Makoto themes. Alright, then I definitely have them back. I have them mixed up. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was a fool. Oh no, my neutral. Oh no, that's bad. No! Wait. The fuzzy doesn't work on you! That's the fuzzy for Potemkin. Ah!
Select your character.
I thought maybe it would work on Testament because you're so tall. Where you do falling JS and then immediate jump H and it fuzzies Potemkin. It's great.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
What other BB tracks do I really like? Calling Moon. Like, because I never played during CS, so I didn't get sick of hearing it. Calling Moon is pretty good. Marionette Purple, underrated. Let's see. Queen of Roses is a classic. Thin Red Line, I really like. Bullet Dance. It's not Repu. Repu is Bang's theme. What's the name of Amane's theme? I really like Amane's theme. Amane's theme and Mai. I actually do like Variable Heart a lot. And Angelic Angel. Platinum's theme is really good too. Sword of Doom too. Sword of Doom I actually like a lot. The vocal version of it I love. Usually I don't like vocal versions in fighting games, but Sword of Doom just like hits a spot. I'm just like, yeah, it's real good.
Please select your character.
Speaking of Sword of Doom though, and Mu 12. So, I really love the way people personalize their fighting game sticks. I love the way that people express themselves in art. Never gonna forget the one time I went to CEO, went around the BlazBlue cabs, and there was this guy, and he had this really strange art, and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. But it was a massive blow up of the pixels of Move 12's ass, and it took me a while to figure it out. I don't even think the guy played Move 12. It was just a huge blow up of her ass. I was sitting here like, what is that of? And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I've seen that before.
Let's rock.
It definitely sounds like a fighting game, all right. Wait, what? Unlimited Bazinga works? I hate that. Look, I'm a benevolent god, but some people shouldn't have the ability, like, shouldn't be allowed to do these things to sticks. No, you get to stick with the, you get the stock Mad Catz art. You have to earn your custom art. You've committed a sin against God. Unlimited Bazinga works, oh god. So was it just pictures of Sheldon, or was it like Sheldon's face on Archer's body? Oh, and then young Sheldon is just Shiro? Bazongos. Oh, the Garfield stick? I love cursed arcade sticks. Like, there is definitely something to be said.
Let's rock.
Well, actually, if steel cannot be cannot be your body, you would be dead. Scientifically speaking, a body cannot be made of steel. Oh, don't ask about the Garfield stick. Don't ask about the Garfield stick. You're not ready. You're not prepared. Riddle me this. How can you possibly be the bone of your sword? Swords don't even have bones. If fire was your blood, you would be dead. I'm sorry, Evie, for what you're about to find out. All right, I need to get packed up here. I need to go check in for an orientation. You mean to tell me there's a bone in this sword? Excuse me, I ordered my swords boneless. What kind of blacksmith would even put a bone in their sword? I can't believe it. Alright, let's see if I can find it. I feel like if the streamer does it, it's fine, right? Garfield, arcade stick. Yeah, thanks for the match. Oh no, I found it, and it's definitely not safe for work. I definitely can't put this on my stream. Oh my god, who the why? 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 Oh, fuck. Look, it's the 7th VP that usually works. Alright, don't Google it. Okay, it's, so it's, a beautiful wood-paneled background with the Phoenix Wright objection text over the back. And it has John fucking Garfield on the front, and Garfield's eating lasagna. He's just having sex with Garfield right there. I'm not a fan of this. Delete the archives. Gonna. The beautiful wood grain, though. The wood grain is great. And John is crying. dying. Oh god, this is worse. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. It's like the more I look at it, the you find new things and just be like, ooh, that's even worse than I remember. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you all with that. It's great. Let's pivot to the cool outro screen. All right. Well, that's what we got. That's what we got today. Sorry, my brain is kaput after looking at that. So, yeah, that's what I got. I have, depending on how the weekend goes, I might do a gorilla stream. Just follow me on Twitter, and I'll probably announce there if I'm planning it. I really want to get started with Mundawn, which is a horror game with hand-drawn textures that I've heard is genuinely very freaky. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually kind of on a horror kick now that I think about it. And Disco Elysium, the update hits on the 30th, so you bet your sweet booties that I am going to be playing and streaming that. So let's do it. Let's have a good night. Let's have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see y'all sometime before Monday. If not, I'll be back Monday. Follow me on Twitter and do all that cool stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's about what I got for you. Stan the Horse Girls, Gold Chip is the #1 horse girl in my heart. Gold Chip, if you're watching, please drop kick me. Have a good night, everybody.